Hey everyone, good morning. So this morning I'm going to Miwa to the house to check on the progress. Kayaki-san called us this morning and said that they are back working at the house. So we are really excited about that. But on my way there, I'm going to make a quick stop here at the local nursery and buy some cherry trees and maybe even a lemon tree to go ahead and get some trees planted. But this is the nursery that they gave me some freshly cut cherry trees that they were cutting here in town, so I kind of found the source so I could get some in the future. I brought them some snacks and whatnot in appreciation for it, and they kept telling me like I don't have to do that. But anyways, I just kind of felt guilty because I got 3 truckloads full of cherry trees that they cut here in town. So, but right now I'm going to go ahead and try to buy maybe 4 or 5 trees and a couple other things to get things going in the house. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take you along and let's see how this goes. Thanks. Yeah, so I just made it here to the nursery and looking at the selection of cherry trees they have right here. They have a nice selection of all kinds of other trees. We stopped by here before. Each one of these trees are about 1,500 yen. So what is that, about 11 or so dollars? Not bad. Four beautiful trees, but by the time I make it to Miwa, all those beautiful petals will be gone, but that's okay. Next year, hopefully they'll look nice. Yeah, so I just reminded her that I was the guy that got a bunch of free wood the other day, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and I brought some chips. So she said there's more over there, so I'm gonna make a quick trip over there real quick. Yeah, so this ought to do it for today. So as I was sifting through the wood, the logs, I remembered a really good advice that Steve from Real Rural Japan in Nagano, check him out. He has a really cool YouTube channel about daily living here in Japan. He suggested that when you get your wood, you should focus on smaller ones that are probably about the size of your arm. And he also said that when you see these big logs like this, you get really excited, but then cutting and splitting gets old really quick. And I do not disagree. But so I was trying to get a combination of both. Well, really the other issue is that as you lift these logs, especially like these cherry that have been that they're sick, they're kind of dry rotted, and as soon as you lift it, you can tell that it's really light. Like this one right here looks like a sponge, and that's pretty easy. I'm just lifting that big log with not much effort. And all right, so let's go ahead and head on over to Miwa. Hi, domo. Frogs? Coming from where? Just bouncing around everywhere? Did you cook it? You are a frog murderer.
I tried to let it go, but he just keeps sitting down. I can't take it out.
You are a frog murderer.
Came out from the hole before I stopped going.
Alright, so I just made it to the house, and Choco's been here. She beat me because I made a stop by the nursery, and the workers in Kayaki-san have been working, and whoa, whoa, windows are gone. Whoa, door's gone. Oh my, this is exciting. Yay. The simple things in life that make me happy. Oh, I see they're put down some planks here just so they can walk around and work. I believe next week they are going to install those big beams that are going to be right here. Well, I'm standing here by the Japanese garden. Wow, look at all those big windows. It's gonna look beautiful. The view of the garden from here, the house. Now we can see it. So what I was thinking about is planting those cherry trees along here. Hopefully it's not too steep. Right here last week, I planted 2 of the hydrangeas that we had in pots in the house. Looks like they're doing well. I just put 2 here for now. What I'm thinking is all along right here, make a row of hydrangeas. Make this the hydrangea garden, if you want to call it that. The window to the bedroom is out as well. Well, all the windows other than upstairs. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, our neighbors are starting, or they have been gardening. Yeah, so this is our neighbor's rice field. I've seen him working out here past couple weekends. But at this point, I'm gonna give out another shout out to Steve from Real Rural Japan. So not too long ago, we've been exchanging and interacting, and he sent me some apples, but he also sent me some rice from his rice club in there in Nagano, and that's really cool. So that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to, living in here in the countryside, is helping out in the community with what I can, and then you exchange, stuff, food, vegetables, rice. But I think that's what's really cool about living in the countryside, even though I have not fully immersed myself in the community yet, but I would like to soon. And do stuff like that, be productive member of society, not just Japan, the States as well. But one thing that I find very sad, especially where I live and there in Iwakuni, is that I have neighbors to my left, the neighbors to my right. I've been living there almost 6 years, and if I saw the neighbors, not my immediate neighbors, but then like 2 doors down, if I saw them in the store in town, I wouldn't recognize them. It is really sad. I think no sense of community. Having grown up in an area where everyone is very friendly to each other, I kind of miss that. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for following us. If you like what you see, please subscribe, share. The intent is to continue recording the renovation of this house, and then just regular living in rural Japan as we get to move here, and just daily life. And also, just to plant the seed, is that eventually I want to interview other folks that have renovated or are renovated or bought an Akiya or a Kominka or a regular Japanese house. And as we travel, I won't mind traveling to your place and do a quick interview. If you don't mind, let me know. Send me a message and we can start arranging that. All right. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.